All right, Joy, mate. How was school day?
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Did y'all play Mario Kart?
No, we
What,
did yesterday.
could you jump?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You said you could what?
Jump.
You could jump on the game, huh? All you had to do was push a button, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, just checking. Just checking. I just wanted to make sure that we cleared the noise with that.
Mhm.
You was loud and wrong.
Well, I never jumped on Mario Kart, so I didn't think that you could.
But was you loud?
No.
Yes, you was.
No, I wasn't. I
Yeah.
was just talking.
Was you wrong?
I mean, yeah, but today's a different day.
All right. How was school day?
Good.
What you do?
So my teacher had a doctor's appointment and she was supposed to come during our period, but she never came. And we were
Is
with,
she okay?
yeah, we were with another teacher and we had to work on our essay. And then we had to,
What, the compare and contrast essay?
no, this one is problem and solution.
Oh, well, what's the problem?
The plastic.
Plastic.
Mhm.
What's the solution?
The net to get the plastic out.
A big net.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had another solution, but
What's another solution?
I forgot what it was, but that one was like long term. Like it would like there was something that would just stay in the water and it would slow the process of the plastic like just moving fastly, but then the net like catches it all at once.
Well, what about diverting away from using plastic to begin with?
Yeah.
I think that's the best solution. Just stop using it, right?
Yeah.
Guess what else? There's a guy that is using plastic to make gasoline that you could put in your car and drive around with.
What?
Yeah.
Is that better?
You using it instead of just throwing it in the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
You actually using it for something.
Oh. Oh.
He created a whole refinery in his backyard. People thought he was crazy,
Oh.
but he used the gas to drive his car.
That's smart.
Yeah. You never heard of him?
Um, no.
Yeah, I'm for real. You probably think I'm not telling the
I
truth.
never
That's
said that.
that's a great solution to the plastic problem.
Yeah, it is. But I don't drive, so
You will one day.
yeah.
All right. What else? What was the deal with the uh problem
Um,
solution?
so I finished mine yesterday. Um, but I couldn't submit it because she didn't want us to submit it yet yesterday. And now our internet is so slow. We didn't use our iPads at all today,
Why
and
was it slow?
we don't know. Like,
Did y'all reset it? Turn it off? Turn it
yeah,
back on?
we did. We resetted it.
Y'all unplugged it?
Yes. We unplugged well, okay, so on Monday, we were in class and the lights randomly started flickering on and off, and then the our Clever Touch, it just turned off, and then it started glitching on and off, and then it started making some random noise, and then coming from the bathroom, it was like a beeping sound.
What's a clever touch?
It's like a big TV, and it's like a TV that you can touch, like, it's a touchscreen TV. Cool.
In school?
Yeah. Well, it's not for the students, it's just for the teachers.
So why y'all need that? We
It
had a chalkboard when I was a kid.
well, because so that, like, they can show us the assignments or, yeah, or, like, put down notes or something, like, so that it's big enough to see.
You ever heard of an overhead projector?
Yeah.
What it look like?
Isn't it like a thing and then it goes up and then it's like that?
Yeah, that's what we had when I was a kid.
Well, I had that too in 3rd grade and in
You did?
4th. Yeah, and they used it, and it would project on the screen, and that was before we had Clever Touches.
And now Clever Touches took over. You think that was a good investment the district made?
Yeah,
Because you can see it just fine with the overhead projector. The
true.
overhead projector costs about $50. The Clever Touch, there ain't no telling how much that costs.
Uh,
And when the internet don't work, you can't use it. But the overhead projector don't need no internet.
well, we still need iPads.
Not with an overhead projector. All
Well,
you need is a dry erase marker.
eh, mm, a dry erase marker?
Yeah, that's
No,
what they use.
they use.
Yeah, our teachers.
You know how long ago that was?
You said you had them in 4th grade. That was 3 years ago.
Well, yeah, but, like, we never okay, this is about my day. Anyways, and then so we didn't I didn't get to submit mine until now, and then, uh oh, so we made this so for social studies, we had to make, like, a project about each of our empires, and everybody else did the basic. They just, like, wrote, um, like, they wrote, what's it called? They wrote like a small paragraph about everything that happened for each their empire. But I was like, I don't want to be basic. So I was like, we should make a song. And at first my friends were like, no, like, you know how much work that would be? And I was like, come on. And then they're like, okay. And then I made the chorus and then there was 3 people, so each person made their own verse, and it sounds pretty good to me. And then,
Let's hear it.
well, I don't have it.
You remember it?
I remember the
Come on, let's hear
chorus.
it.
Okay, it's like it's Saiyans, the name and a cast game, building the first empire, winning all the fame from the from the Persian Gulf to the sea out west. That's all I remember.
Come on.
Wait, it's like, building the first empire was the best or something like
Well,
that.
can we get the song tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right.
And then you went so we
So you went over and beyond. You
yeah,
overachieved.
yeah.
So you're gonna be guaranteed to win this.
Well, we already presented it and we got
Y'all
ex
did the song?
yeah.
Did y'all win?
Huh?
Did y'all win?
I mean, it wasn't a competition, it was just a
I mean,
project.
it's always a competition.
I mean, out of everybody, I would say yeah because we actually thought of it.
Y'all had the best
Yeah.
presentation.
And we also got a house point and, oh, extra class points.
What that get you? A donut?
No, well, the house points get you, like, whatever you want in the school store, and the class points just get you, like, a better grade.
Hmm. Okay. All right.
And then so that's what we did as, um, cause we had free time, so we just practiced our song, and then we went to math. And he gave us this math worksheet about probability, and oh my god, it was so hard.
You said probability was easy.
Well, now it's like,
Nah, you said it was easy. So
no,
what you mean?
'Cause you have to, like, read it, and then it's like a
You
whole
don't know how to read?
I do, but, like, the words that they use is, like, so difficult. It's like okay, think of this. You had you had 4 colors, 4 no, you had a total of 52, colors in a cup, and they were disputed evenly, and there was 4 colors, right? What is the probability of you taking out a blue color, replacing it with a red color, shaking it up, and grabbing a red?
Wait, hold on. Say it one more time.
Okay, you have 52 total colors.
52 different colors or like 52 items?
52 items.
Okay.
No, it's 52, but there's only, like so there's 52 balls in a cup,
Okay.
and there's 4 colors of each balls, and they're distributed evenly.
So it's 13
Yes,
is four different colors and each color got 13 balls.
yes.
Okay.
You take out what is the probability of you taking out a blue ball, replacing it with a red ball, mixing it up, and grabbing a red?
Hold on. You got the answer?
Oh.
I'm saying out of 676. What you doing? You,
I'm solving it.
how you solving it?
Uh,
You looking up on
no, no,
Google?
no, I'm writing it down.
You don't got the answer already?
What are you talking about?
Oh Lord, this child.
Wait,
Well, this is what I did to solve it. The first one to pick the blue is 1 out of 13, right?
really?
No, because it's 4 out of 52.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, no, no. No, it ain't. It's 4 colors.
Yeah.
So it's oops, that's not correct. Hold on. So it's 13 out of 52. 5 out of 208. That's what I got. 5 out of 208. I think I'm right. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm right.
Um, this says 7/26.
7 over 26. What you type in?
If you had 52 total balls and there are 4 colors and each is distributed evenly, and you take out a blue ball, replace it with red, and shake it up, what is the probability of picking a red ball?
Oh, wait, and what did it say the probability is?
7/26.
Okay. I had it mixed up. I was thinking that it was not a guarantee that you were going to pick a blue ball. So I in my mind, I viewed it as what's the probability of first picking a blue ball
Oh.
and then you replace that blue ball with a red, and now what's the probability of then picking a red ball? So I did the probability of picking a blue ball first, which was 1 out of 4. And then now you put a red ball back in, and now you times that probability, which I did get. So that probability would have been 14 out of 52. That's how that you got the answer 7 out of 26 because 14 over 52
Oh.
reduced is 7 out of 26. So I did that time. I multiplied
Yeah.
those two against each other. So that's how I got my answer because I thought that it was both. I didn't know that picking the blue ball to begin with was a guarantee, was a given. I thought that you had to find a probability of that too. Because you didn't say it was guaranteed that you picked the blue ball.
I I didn't think I had to.
No, you have to.
Oh.
Because it's 4 different colors in the thing. You don't know if you're gonna pick the blue. You
Right.
got to do the probability of
Well,
is you gonna pick the blue to begin with. Because what if you picked the orange to begin with?
Don't worry.
Yeah, what's another color?
Oh.
Or yellow to begin with?
W
Or what you saying? There's no chance you could pick anything
well,
other
there
than the blue?
there is, there is.
Okay, so I'm saying, so you got to do the probability of are you going to pick that blue first?
Well, that was just a quick question, I wasn't thinking.
Oh, you know what? And I did it wrong too. It should have been 14. Hold on. 1 over 4. Um, and then it should have been um now 14 over 52, which is the same as 7 over 26 times 1 over 4. So 1 over 4 times 7 over 26 equals 7 over 104, right? 26 times 4 is what? 104? Can that reduce 34? No. So my answer is 7 out of 104.
So
That's the answer I got. But if you saying it's a guarantee that you're going to pick the blue, if you just, so to me, that problem is just saying you got 52 balls, you got 14 red, 12 blue, 13 yellow, 13 greens. What's the probability of picking that red?
yeah.
But that wasn't the problem. The problem was you got 52
What?
evenly distributed.
What?
You pick a blue first. You replace that one with the red. And what's the probability of now picking the red? But it's no guarantee that you was going to pick the blue. So you got to do the probability of the blue one first.
No, no, because listen, this is half of this is speaking in past tense, okay? You already picked the blue ball, okay? Now now currently you're taking the blue ball out and you're putting a red ball in. So you already know that you got the blue. All you do,
So why do I need to know all of that in this problem then?
I don't know, that's how the problem was.
That's a terrible problem.
Okay. Anyways, um,
And it wasn't difficult.
wh- anyways, so we had to do 24 of those, and
How long that take? 5 minutes?
no, it took like an hour, an hour, and it was hard. Okay,
Ain't no way.
it was, and then you had to um uh oh, and then he just came around and looked at how many we got, and then he just took like how many we got, like how many we answered out of 24, and that was your grade. And then we did and then we went to, where did we go? Oh, we went to music, and we did a Black History Month quiz, and it was about like musicians, and I was so mad
Why?
because
Because Glorilla wasn't on there.
what? No. So basically, we did 3 rounds. So we did, and each round had 5 questions. So the first one was um, like what is the king of pop? What is the queen of pop? It was just asking us like, what's the king or queen of like certain music types, and we got 3 out of those 5 right.
So who's the king of pop?
Michael Jackson.
Who the queen of pop?
Uh, wait, who is the queen of pop? Isn't it like Ella or Etta Fitzgerald?
Is it?
Uh,
Who is the queen of pop?
oh,
Oh,
Madonna. No, she is not.
you the one who be dependent on that AI for everything. Everything.
Wait. Well, I think it was Jeanette Jackson, but I feel like
Janet Jackson.
oh, Janet Jackson.
That's Michael Jackson's sister.
Yeah, it was oh, jazz, queen of jazz. It was
Mm.
Ella Fitzgerald, yeah.
Mm.
Um, and then there was, like, one other question. And yeah, and then the next one was, like, asking, questions, and one of the questions that we got right was, who is like, who won some sort of award for, like, writing their music down on paper or, like, poetic something stuff, and I got that right, and it was Kendrick Lamar. And
Mm.
then, I was so convinced that Michael Jackson had the most Grammys. So it
Mm.
was how many Grammys I mean, who has the most Grammys? And it was Beyonce, Jay-Z, Michael Jackson, or Bruno Mars. And I was like, there's no way it's them. I mean, it was Kendrick Lamar, Michael Jackson, Jay-Z, or Beyonce, and I was like, "There's no way it's not Michael Jackson." I was, like, so I was I don't know, I just thought it was Michael Jackson, turned out it was Beyonce, and I was like, "What?"
Well, why wouldn't it be Michael Jackson?
'Cause he doesn't have the most.
Why not? Why you think that it had to be Michael Jackson?
'Cause he's so famous and popular for his music.
Yeah.
And I seen this video. Well, it didn't really come out and say, but it was like Kendrick Lamar was in a interview and he was like, this dude asked him a question. He was like, "You're almost close to beating Michael Jackson with all your Grammys." And it was like all that. And then I was like, oh, well then he must have the most. But he didn't. Um, and then it was like, uh who oh, where did,
Wait,
uh
hold on. So so you strongly believe Michael Jackson should have the most because of the amount of great music he's made.
yeah,
So why wouldn't he?
um, 'cause he died?
He already had made a whole bunch of music long before he died.
Well,
Probably 15 albums.
hold up.
He ain't make no music after he died. You know that, right?
Yeah?
I'm just making sure.
Um, I don't uh, uh, um, I don't know.
Joy. There's something that uh is just the reality of the world that we live in. When you look at who are the people who decide who wins that award, it's some academy, some board, some whatever. And guess what? They don't want a black man winning those awards, especially at that time. That's just the reality. They could buy the music, they can listen to the music, their kids can listen to the music, but they do not want that black man to go down in history as the greatest musician of this time. They want Elvis Presley. They want the Beatles. So they give those awards to everybody else, even though Michael Jackson selling the most, doing the most. Everybody love him the most. Kids still to this day love Michael Jackson music. I ain't heard y'all play not one Elvis Presley song yet. Huh?
Yeah.
That's the reality, right? But so that when you wonder why he didn't win so many, because he should have been cleaning up just about every year. Right? He got more hits than just about anybody I know. He got so many hits, and he was having hit after hit after hit in the era in the time where most musicians were not able to. Well, no musicians were able to produce music, um, like how Kendrick Lamar that was 2024 summer. Every day you woke up, he had a new diss song for Drake, right?
Yeah.
You could do that now. In the 1960s and 70s and 80s, you couldn't do that. It was not possible. You could not create, produce, and have a song on the radio in the same day. It just wasn't possible to do. So, but even with that, he came out with tons of hits. Tons of hits. You know what else he did was, you heard of the Beatles?
Yeah.
So, well, number one, even before that, a lot of people didn't really like his father. His father was a proud black man. His father turned almost all of his children into stars in music. You probably never really heard of all of them, but you mentioned Janet Jackson. That's his sister. But you ever heard of the Jackson 5?
Yeah.
Right? Those are all Michael Jackson's siblings on the Jackson 5, his brothers. And then I think he got one other sister. I can't think of her name, but the father made all of them stars. And a lot of people didn't necessarily really like him. So that was just another added reason why nobody wanted Michael Jackson's father on the stage taking that Grammy. You know what I mean? You know how everybody get the Grammy, they go up there, they get to speak and say thank you, this and that, whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted Michael Jackson daddy up there, right?
Yeah.
It's true. This is another factor, is Michael Jackson was a nice guy, right? He seemed like he was a really nice dude, cool. Probably don't seem like he had a mean bone in his body, right?
Yeah.
But you know, I always tell you, people that smile in your face and go behind your back and mess you over.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Jackson did this. You had to look the story up. But you ever heard of the Beatles? You heard of the Beatles?
Yeah.
So the Beatles was supposedly the biggest thing in the world as far as music. Had it all together, everything, you know, the best thing you could be. It's a long story short, very long story, good story. You could look it up on YouTube or something. But Michael Jackson, um, of course, they're white. Michael Jackson is black. Even though, you know, a lot of the images y'all see of him probably look like he not black, but he really is black. Um, the Beatles, a group of white guys, famous, you know, top of the food chain. There's this thing in music called publishing and masters. Publishing, you know how you publish a book or something, whoever publish it, they get control of where it goes and who can play it and who can use it. And let's say somebody wants to use your song to put on a commercial, they have to pay you to use it, right? Anybody that wants to use it, let's say somebody want to use your song to put in the movie, they have to pay you to use it. Whoever owns the publishing, not who wrote it, not who made it, not who's famous for the song, but the person who owns the publishing gets paid, right? And it's usually some split, but sometimes the person who sings the song gets no publishing. So sometimes a person who is famous for singing whatever song you hear, and then but they not getting paid for it. Somebody else is. Similar thing with masters. The person who owns the masters own an aspect of the music too. Well, Michael Jackson went around behind the big bad Beatles back and bought their stuff. Their whole thing. They had like 20 something albums. He went behind their back and bought all their music and controlled their music. And they didn't even know it until after the fact. And when he told them, you could imagine, they is upset, mad, but there's nothing they could do about it. It's his. So basically at that point, he controlled their most valuable thing. He owned it. Them people ain't like that. Them people ain't like it at all. Some people say that's part of the reason why he died so early. He died a very young man. But that's Michael Jackson. So long story short, he should have more Grammys. Michael Jackson probably should have 100 Grammys. Legit. He probably should have 100 Grammys. But I think he got, how many he got? 20 something?
13.
13. Child, please. Michael Jackson should have 13 Grammys for one album. Yeah, that's how they do you. It's okay.
Um, well, what else do you do? Uh, well, hold up.
Uh, well, so did you win the Mario Kart?
Yeah, I'm
You
in
was in there
team
jumping.
I'm in team A.
Did everybody else know you could jump?
No. They were like, "What? I never did that."
Yeah,
Mm.
thanks to me. They could thank me. Tell them to just send me a $2 check. They could thank me. I'll just take $2. That's all. I won't take more of their money.
Right, right. Um, uh, uh, and then we did, uh oh, and then we went to lunch, and today I got to go to Rocks, and basically we talked about, conflict again, but it was like conflict with friends. Well, hers was about friends, but we mainly talked about teachers and how, like, sometimes they think that they can, like, kind of like somewhat kinda, like, control us or, like, mix up our words because 'cause they'll like, and since we're, like, the 2 7th graders are in 2 different classes, the other 7th graders will talk about how when they try speaking to their teacher about like, an issue, it's always coming off as the student's talking back or the student is trying to argue with the teacher when in reality they're not, they're just trying to have a conversation, um, and like, it since that the teacher is basically, like, higher than the student, they're
How is the teacher higher than the student?
'cause, like, the principal like, if they tell the principal is never gonna take your side, like, unless
Why not? Is that a problem?
yeah,
Why?
because that's not how you're supposed to run a school, you're supposed to run it by actually figuring out the problem and then, like, not even just pointing out who's wrong, but actually telling the person who's in the wrong to take accountability for what they did. So sometimes it is the student, but sometimes it's just the teacher. Like,
What if it's nobody? What if it's just a lack of communication?
well, then the student gets in trouble.
I mean, why should anybody get in trouble? Why shouldn't we just learn to communicate better?
Um, I
Be-
mean, we should, but
Because when you say the student get in trouble, then what? Does that lead? Does the getting in trouble lead the student to learn better communication?
No,
So what's the point in getting in trouble?
there is none.
Hmm. I think people are enamored with punishment and trouble and think that that's how you resolve problems. I don't think that's effective though.
No. Because they're either gonna get worse because now they have blood for you, like, now they have an issue with you, or they're just not gonna do what you tell them to do, and then that'll lead to more trouble and punishment. Like,
Mm.
my friend had an issue with the teacher, like, she walked into the classroom, and I feel like it was nobody's fault. She walked into the classroom and the teacher was standing in between 2 tables, and she was trying to walk past her, and the teacher didn't see her, she wasn't facing where she was walking, and the teacher stepped over and the student brushed on her, and she said that she purposely, like, shoved her and she got suspended for 2 days, and I was like, "That's nobody's fault," but how the teacher dealt with the situation is not good. And then the student tried talking to the principal first, but, um, she didn't at first, the teacher didn't let her, but she was like, "I don't care," and then she walked out. And then she got to the building and she tried talking to the principal, and the principal listened. But when we went to gym, the teacher talked to her, and then she still ended up getting suspended.
Well, I think that the the whole basis of those type of scenarios starts with the thought that you said that someone is higher than someone else. In this world, the reality is that no one is higher than anybody. You all are children, um, and there is an authority, I guess, that is maintained to a point. But in my opinion, the point of that authority is to keep you safe, not to rule over you. The authority is so that if there's a potential issue or a threat, that if I tell you to get out of your seat and let's leave out of this classroom right now, that you will not question me and that you will do it, trusting that I will not lead you into danger. But it is not to make you feel as though you are less than me. If that's the feeling, then we're doing something very wrong, in my opinion, because people should feel comfortable in communicating, especially with someone that they're spending so much time with on a daily basis. There should be a high comfort level with communication. And there should also be uh, a a way or a process or some effort or emphasis put on the need to teach effective communication. And I guess that's part of what Rocks is doing. But Rocks is not everybody. Everybody don't get Rocks. So if there's a kid that is maybe there's a kid that gets in some trouble in class the most, right? I
Yeah.
don't know who that kid may be. Maybe there isn't. Maybe nobody gets in trouble the most. But if there's a kid that gets in trouble fairly often in your class, would they be able to participate in rocks?
No.
But they would be the kid that need this information the most. They would be the one that probably needs what you're learning in rocks. Those kids are probably the kids that need that information the most. But those are the kids that's excluded from getting the information. And the kid that does well and gets good grades and don't get in behavior trouble, those are the kids that probably already understand effective communication and boundaries and all of these other things, conflict resolution. But they're learning things that they probably already know better than the other students.
It's true.
This is, in my opinion, and this is no knock on your teachers. In my opinion, this is adults doing ineffective things, not because they have bad intentions or because they don't want to do the right thing. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I'm sure some other adult would argue that I'm totally wrong. But in my opinion, the kid that needs the help with conflict resolution is the kid that's always in conflicts. What a concept, right?
Yeah.
The kid who easily navigates conflicts, the kid that, because we all have conflicts. So the kid that's never getting into a fight, the kids that's never having issues with other students, that kid already has good conflict resolution skills. So they probably don't need to go to a class to learn conflict resolution. But those are the ones that we put in the class.
Crazy.
Sometimes adults do some crazy things. And see, people think that just because we have a number of years under our belt, that we're automatically at the top. And in my opinion, that's so far from reality. Um, a lot of things in this country that are done are steeped in not the betterment for everyone, not to do good or do right by everyone. A lot of the processes in this country that's been passed down for years and years and years, at this point over 400 years, a lot of it is based in racism and slavery. And so even these processes of how do we pick people to do something, you don't pick the person who got the loudest mouth, because the person who's the loudest mouth, the person who's asking why, the person who's questioning things, the authority person don't want to deal with that kid. Why? Because they're going to make you rethink how you're doing your job. They're going to hold you accountable to doing your job. It's similar to in slavery on the plantation. If there was an enslaved person that constantly was saying, I ain't doing this no more. I refuse it. What you think they did to that person?
Killed them.
Not just that, they embarrassed them. They humiliated them. They made all the other enslaved people stand there and watch them embarrass and humiliate this person so that everybody else get in line, because they didn't want to hear it. And so it's the similar practice, in my opinion. Some people will argue that I'm wrong, but in my opinion, it's a similar practice of, I don't want to deal with the loudmouth. I don't want to deal with the aggressive kid. I don't want to deal with the kid that's always asking why and saying that this is stupid and saying that this don't make sense. I don't want to deal with that kid. So whenever there's an opportunity to do something extra or do something more, the kid that's always asking questions and doing this or doing that, I don't want to deal with that kid. So that kid not going to get the opportunity, right?
Yeah.
But our greatest leaders are the ones who make the fuss. You think Glorilla was the kid sitting in the back of the class not saying nothing?
No.
No. She was saying stuff. Beyonce was saying stuff. Former VP Harris, Kamala Harris, she was saying stuff. These are our greatest leaders. Now, thank God, for the most part, those people who actually grow and become great leaders, they tend to have had at least one, but usually multiple adults in their corner throughout their life that protected that child's freedom to ask questions and to be free and say things and do things so that they wouldn't be subdued in the back of the classroom to just have to sit there and be quiet. So I don't know. I think you all should be able to do rocks, but I think that some other people should be able to do it too.
Yeah.
Do it make sense what I said?
Yeah.
Now, I ain't telling you to go ask the teachers, but if you do, they're going to have a whole reason as to why it's a privilege. You know, it's a privilege. Everybody don't get to do this. It's a privilege. No, it ain't. It's another class. It's another class. But it's a practice, and they may not be doing this intentionally, but it's a practice to say what? Get in line, stay in line, don't ask no questions, or you're not going to be able to participate in the cool stuff. If you ask questions, if you raise a little hell, if you not controllable, if you don't stay in this box that we put you in, then you're not going to be able to do the cool stuff. This is only for the kids that conform. And eventually, a kid going to get tired of being out the box and they going to conform. That's what it is.
Mm. Well, it is. Oh,
You never thought about that, huh?
no.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah. Oh, well,
But and it's okay, right? Um, I think that this is where stuff like that gets challenging is when you deal with race. And I won't say anyone's name, but there's a person, let's say if there's um I'm not even gonna get into that. I'll just say this. In a lot of scenarios in this country, a white woman raising hell has led to death, imprisonment, and even entire towns getting burnt to the ground. Even when the white woman wasn't telling the truth. Comparisonly, a black woman cries, raising hell, calls to action, largely has been ignored in this country. And so some people sometimes get the opportunity to not have to stay in the box. Now, even white women get put in some boxes for sure. But if a white woman walk in the room and cry and complain, and then a black woman walk into the same room and cry and complain about the same thing, the white woman probably gonna get results. Definitely, well, the white woman is going to get results 10 times faster than the black woman. That's where it becomes unfair. And it becomes a race issue at that point. And we see that from time to time. I've had to go to your school and defend you against what I believe was a similar issue. And I will do that every single time. Um, because I believe every student should have the same access and the same opportunities across the board. Um, just because a student is supposedly a good student. Because I say that because it becomes so subjective. That's how you can weed out who you want to get the opportunity and who you don't want to get the opportunity. Because that same kid could be an angel for me. It could be just because we vibe good. We talk good, we interact good, we got a good relationship. So this kid is the perfect kid to me, but to somebody else, they might just don't vibe good together. And this kid is a terrible kid. But this kid could be the best um conflict mediator facilitator. This kid could potentially be the best at that. But because this kid don't get along with this teacher, that skill set is never going to come to fruition. And then because of that, the entire school don't get to benefit from this kid's skill set. And this kid might be the best at that. And so everybody misses out because of one subjective thing. Because it is one person is subjectively saying, nah, this kid don't deserve it. Mm-mm. Nope. But what if they had a different teacher in a different day? They, that could have been Martin Luther King Jr. And just because that kid and that teacher ain't see eye to eye, we never hear of Martin Luther King Jr. Never happens. That's how quick dreams get killed. I ain't never gonna let that happen to my child. But everybody don't got a father like me either. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most kids don't. Most kids don't have a father that's gonna go up to the school and tell the powers that be what needs to be said. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, just give it some thought,
Yeah.
Because guess what? This is why I tell you these things. Not to go to the school and say this or that. At this point in your life, you can speak on these things, and I would hope that you would speak on these things. Um, but you don't have the authority to make the changes right now, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? One day you will. One day you gonna be the person in control of some things. One day you gonna be the person that's signing off on some things, that's making a policy and procedure. And you will have opportunity to either continue with the status quo, with the way things have always been done and passed down to us since our people were enslaved, or you can set the record straight and say, no, we're going to focus on kids' skill sets. I don't care if this kid got an F in math and an F in reading. If this kid is a leader and can facilitate conflict mediation, we putting this kid in this so that this kid can learn this skill set even better and be the best conflict mediator in this whole school. And then probably we'll have less conflict in the school. And then we can focus more on grades because guess what? We got less conflict. Right?
Yeah.
Because when we picking kids to play on the basketball team, we not saying that you can't play because you're not good at volleyball. You don't got to be good at volleyball to play on the basketball team, right?
Yeah.
So why you got to have a B or A in math to do conflict mediation? It's two different skill sets. Most kids who's good at math probably ain't never going to be good at conflict mediation. It's two totally different thought processes. The thought process that it takes to be good at math and be analytical with math is totally different when you're dealing with people and dealing with emotions of people, of humans. It's totally different. It's a different skill set. So you're probably dealing with the exact wrong people in the beginning to begin with. But what do I know? Boy, I can't wait till you be the one signing the paperwork.
Me there.
How you gonna be doing?
Um, B. Here you go.
You don't even know how to sign your name, Joy,
Yes, I do.
in cursive. No,
Joi.
no, that's not cursive. That's not a signature.
I kinda know how to do it.
No, it kinda don't count. When I was in 7th grade, I could sign my name, my mama name, anybody name.
Right.
Oh, no, I used to sign my mother name.
Forge her signature?
You know how y'all get permission slips to go to this or do that?
Yeah.
Boy, please.
Don't you get in trouble for that?
What?
You get in trouble for that.
What?
You get in trouble for that.
Who?
The student.
Not me.
Since when? You always got in trouble. If you forge your parents' signature, you get in trouble. If you do it and they find out.
You know one thing that I realized as I got older?
Hmm?
My handwriting is horrible. So when I was a kid, when I was in 5th grade, 6th grade, I thought it looked just like my mother's signature. But looking back at that, it's no way any adult I handed that paper to thought that was really my mother's signature. True story.
What?
I never got in trouble. I went on all the field trips.
That's not fair.
It got to the point that I did not even bring the permission slips home. I just signed them.
What?
What was my mother gonna say? No, I couldn't go?
No, but like
What?
you get in trouble if you do
Why?
that.
Why do you need to get in trouble?
I don't know.
No, why? What's the point of getting in trouble?
Because
Because what? This is my mother. I can write her name if I want to.
yeah, but if you do it and your mom doesn't know that you're doing it, then like
Then what?
like she doesn't know where you're at. She doesn't know you're
Tell her.
like
No, I tell her. Yeah, I'm going on a field trip.
okay. So you would want me forging your signature?
No.
So what?
You remember what I told you the number one rule of a protest is?
Yeah.
What's the number one rule?
Don't ask
Don't ask what?
to do it.
Don't ask permission.
Oh.
If you're gonna do it, you just do it. Nobody's gonna ever give you permission to write their name. But if you're gonna do it, you just do it.
But okay.
What the other rule of a protest, you can't be complaining about the results. So if you get caught and you get some consequence, you gotta be willing to stand up under the weight.
Right. Mhm.
I'm just saying.
Well, anyways, so then we went to social studies and we had time to practice our song. And then once we performed, oh my God, I just kept laughing. Like I just kept laughing. Like I couldn't stop laughing.
Mm.
And then when it came to my verse, I just kept laughing. And I had to redo it 3 times, but when we were practicing, it was so good, but we weren't practicing in front of people. But
Mm.
then once we did it in front of people, it was so funny, but it wasn't funny, but it was funny.
You was embarrassed. You was nervous.
Yeah.
There's something else that I talk to people about. I talk to people about a lot of things. You know how you just talked about you can't stop laughing, you giggled a little bit.
Yeah.
sometimes that's a response to being nervous, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes a kid can be in court because they allegedly committed a crime. Or let's just say they did commit a crime. They stole something or they robbed somebody or they got caught with a gun, right? Or they stole somebody's car, right? And they say, okay, I'm sorry, I did it. But they standing there in court and the judge asked them to stand up and do they have anything to say? And you know what happens? They smile or they smirk or they like a little sound come out that sound like a little giggle. And you know what happens? The judge gets upset, mad. You think this is funny? You think this is a joke? Right?
Yeah.
But guess what the kid really is?
Nervous.
Nervous. You get nervous. They don't think it's a joke. They sorry. They did what they did, but they ain't in here trying to laugh about it. But they nervous. Right? And sometimes we as adults forget about what it feel like to be a kid because we walk in these courtrooms every day. So we're not nervous in the courtroom. I'm not nervous in the courtroom. I walk in courtrooms all the time, right? I
Yeah.
have been walking in courtrooms for the last, I don't know, most of my adult life. I've been walking in and out of courtrooms, right? So I'm not nervous in the courtroom. But a kid who's maybe this day first or second time in the courtroom, definitely this their first time ever being asked to say something in the courtroom, they nervous. So when they have a smirk and then everybody get mad. Oh, and he think it's funny. He not even taking this serious. It's not that. It's just it's a nervous response. I don't know. What do I know? Maybe I don't know nothing.
That sounds true. Like, that sounds like what kids will get in trouble for mainly all the time, like, in school.
Oh, it happens in school?
A lot. I've gotten in trouble for it a lot of times. I think everybody has at least once.
Yeah. Maybe that is something that you could share. It's hey, sometimes when we nervous, we giggle. Sometimes when we nervous, we laugh. It's not trying to be disrespectful, but sometimes that's what comes out is a laugh. Then they gonna suspend you. They gonna be calling me.
Yeah,
Hey, Mr. Billups, I'm sorry we got bad news. I'm say, don't worry, I'm on my way.
it might. I mean, that is true though. Like,
So why hide from the truth?
because I mean, I feel like it's two girls have said like they didn't say that they were nervous, but they said, "I'm not laughing at you, and I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm just laughing, not because like they're just laughing, like just how like yawning is contagious, like laughing is contagious. Like if some person is probably laughing because they think that it's funny or something's funny, and they're just laughing. Eventually, you're gonna start laughing, and then you'll get in trouble too. But you're not laughing because you're getting disrespect, like somebody else is getting disrespected. You're laughing because somebody else is laughing. And again, the teachers would say, "You're disrespecting me," and then I think one of them I've gotten sent out of the classroom for that.
Well, and that's something that I think most adults also can probably understand is sometimes you can be sometimes you could be sitting at a table and two people sitting at the table too and they having a sidebar conversation and they start cracking up. You might just start smiling like, yo, what y'all laughing at? You don't even know what they laughing at, but you get the the vibe there's something funny and I don't know, it make you feel like it's something funny, and you respond to it maybe with a smile, maybe sometimes even with a chuckle. I've definitely been in situations where somebody was laughing and it seemed like it was so funny to them. I don't even know what they laughing at, but then I start laughing because they was laughing. I want to see what's so funny. But I'm laughing before I even know what's so funny. But as adults, sometimes we get so wrapped up in who's above who. And if I'm serious or I'm upset or I'm not happy about something and now you're laughing, if I'm mad, you should be mad too. If I'm serious, you should be serious too. But authority don't work like that. Authority is not that. Authority is the ability to keep people safe, not to control people's emotions, not to control people's feelings. That's not what authority is. That's being an asshole. It is. Boy, I teach these kids every day. Every day I'm teaching these children. Just giving them a whole new way to think.
Yeah,
It makes sense. Or do it.
it does. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, well. All right. What else, man?
Um, well, that's all. Well, yeah, that's all I did. But I'm gonna talk about yesterday too.
Mm.
So yesterday, um, we went to ELA and uh again the internet wasn't as bad yesterday. It would load really, really slow, but it would still load. Today, it did not load at all. Like, you could go on Notes, you can go on, like, Keypoint, you can go on, like, certain games that didn't need internet, but not do Safari, but you couldn't go on anything that needed internet to load.
When I was in school, it took the internet 13 years to load. Tried to start it up in pre-K and it didn't load until I got to 12th grade.
Ain't that crazy?
Mm.
Um, and we had to write our, essay uh in our notes, and then uh oh, we talked about compare and contrast, and that's when a student got in trouble because she was like, and I feel like the student was kinda in the wrong. She was like, because we were in the middle of doing our essay, and then she just went on to do compare and contrast. She was like, "We're gonna do compare and contrast for 5 minutes, and then you guys can continue working on your essays." And the student was like, she started not yelling, but like talking fastly because she was kind of mad. She was like, "You're assigning too much work. We're in the middle of doing an essay, and you're giving us more work." And I'm kinda like, "Well, we're close to OSC, and it's taking us 2 days to finish an essay, like, we're supposed to be getting this work so that we can improve." So, I
Is
was
that student in conflict media resolution?
no.
It seemed like she could use some help with some communication
Well,
skills.
I mean, like, you have to have certain standards to get in, rocks, and she doesn't have good attendance, so she couldn't.
Yeah, maybe that'll help her get better attendance. Maybe there's something that's leading to her not having great attendance at home that's not in her control.
That that that
So why exclude her from something? Because uh, who controls if you get to school or not? Do you control if you get to school or not?
no.
No, she probably don't either.
Uh,
So why punish her for something that she don't even control?
it's true.
Mm.
Um,
I'm just saying it probably would have been helpful if she had the skills, if she had learned the skills to better effectively communicate. Because maybe, and I don't know this, I wasn't there, but maybe she was getting anxiety because y'all got this test coming up. She's trying to keep up. She be missing days of school. Maybe it's stuff going on at home that lead to her missing days of school that she's stressed out about at home, that bother her at home. She's coming here. She's trying to keep up. She's doing the best she can, and everything that piled up, and she's frustrated. And so now she's talking fast. She can't get her point across, and it come across like she's just being a bad student, but she really got a lot going on and she's trying. Maybe it don't appear that she's really trying, but maybe she ain't get to bed on time last night because of it was an issue. Maybe she didn't have this or didn't get that or whatever. I don't know. I don't know this child, but maybe there was stuff going on. Is she, got a legitimate complaint?
true. Um, uh, probably.
Well, I'm not asking you to answer the question. I'm just helping you think through it.
Um, yeah. Uh,
Because it's easy for us to fall into that same mindset and thought process that is handed down to us. And then we continue to perpetrate the same systems that hold people back and put people in boxes. The same boxes that at some point we gonna not want to be in. So, you know, somebody gotta have a conversation. Maybe it's just you. You know, maybe it's just you having these conversations with your parent, but maybe that's what helps push you to be a great leader one day. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
yeah. And then
Because you the one that's going through rocks. And so is not part of rocks for you to be a leader in that space, to develop those leadership skills, or no?
um, no, it's for girls who are already leaders.
Hmm. So, but so what y'all supposed to be doing? Develop it, right? Ain't y'all supposed to be developing? Because you
Yeah.
never stop learning how to be a leader,
Oh,
right? So in that space, would it not be helpful to say, hey, let me translate for her because she's frustrated, she going through some things, Miss Teacher. This is what the issue is. She trying to keep up, she's struggling. She need a little time to work on this. Can we figure out a way to help her catch up and keep up? It's no need to put her out the class or send her to the principal or get her in trouble. She's struggling, but she's trying to keep up, and she don't know how to communicate it effectively.
mm,
That's what a leader is. They lead us to think that the leader is the one that just goes with the flow. But Dr. King ain't go with the flow. Chairman Fred Hampton ain't go with the flow. Malcolm X ain't go with the flow, right?
yeah,
Michelle Obama ain't go with the flow. They stood up, right?
yeah.
Yeah. That's what a leader is. So if they teaching you to be a leader, then that's what being a leader is. Not I'm a leader because I sit in class and I just be quiet and I don't say nothing. That's not a leader. No, you know how you know if you a leader?
Um, no.
What's the number one way you know if you a leader? It's really only one way to know if you a leader.
If people follow your lead.
If people follow you.
Oh.
That's the only way to know if you a leader. That's why the teacher select the person to be the line leader in the class in school when y'all walk to the bathroom. Didn't y'all have a line leader?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the teacher selected. leader, but who is the people selected leader? Who is the students selected leader? That's the leader. Just like we have in this country. In this country, how do we select our leader?
Votes?
By a vote. There's not some person that says, ah, you're the good person. I want you to be the president and you to be the governor and you to be the mayor, right?
Yeah.
No, the leader is the person that all of the citizens say, I want Mayor Bibb to be our leader. I'm going to vote for Bibb. I'm going to vote for DeWine. I'm going to vote for who's ever the president, right?
Yeah.
That's how leaders get selected. Leaders don't get handpicked. Leaders get picked by the people that say, I'm willing to follow you.
Um, uh, eh,
So that's how you get to become a leader. That's how your peers in your classroom will start to follow you. And you show that leadership ability when you able to go to the teacher and say, hey, she just having a rough time. She having some issues at home. She's struggling with this and that, but she really just trying to keep up with the classwork. And she don't know how to communicate that the right way. But I'm just speaking up for her. Can we just take a step back and just, help her out a little bit? And she see you stick up for her like that, guess what? It ain't gonna matter what no teacher say. You gonna be the leader for that kid. And probably a few other kids that see it too. Right?
yeah.
But this is also the reality. Cause I gotta give you the whole thing. Why they kill Fred Hampton? Chairman Fred Hampton.
'Cause he was a leader?
Cause he was a leader.
Uh,
Everybody ain't gonna like that you a leader. Not everybody gonna like it. Chairman Fred Hampton was one of the greatest leaders this world has ever seen. He was only 21 years old. He wasn't even old. He was Jalen age doing all that stuff. He was one of the greatest leaders this world has ever seen at 20 years old. They killed him at 21 because he was a leader, because he was bringing people together, because people was willing to follow him. So everybody ain't gonna like it if you a leader. Being a leader ain't the warm and fuzzy job that sometimes people try to make it out to be. Oh, you're in this program because you're a leader and you're a good kid and everybody like you. Oh no. You're going to make some enemies along the way of being a leader. It's the reality. Some of the people, you know who killed him? Who killed him?
um,
You don't know?
no.
The police.
Oh.
The police killed him. You wouldn't even expect them to hate that he's a leader because he's trying to lead people to do the right thing, to do good. He wasn't a gang leader. They wasn't selling drugs or hurting people or doing nothing wrong, right?
Yeah.
He was leading people to do good. You would think that the police would like that,
Yeah.
but they killed him. So even people who you would expect to appreciate your leadership sometimes, and I'm not saying that this is the case for any of your teachers. I'm just giving you the whole story about leadership, is that sometimes, or not sometimes, all the time, it's going to be people that don't like that you're a leader. And if you're a big enough leader, they gonna try to hurt. They might try to hurt you.
It's not.
Be making you think too much.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole point.
Oh, well,
Come on, go ahead. Keep telling me what happened. I interrupted you. She was talking fast to the teacher.
yeah. And then she got kicked out,
Oh
and
God.
she had when the teacher kicks people out, you have to stand outside, and and then she like continued, and then one of the girls just randomly started laughing. Like in my peripheral vision, I could see her because I was looking at the board and she was sitting in front of me, and she wasn't like making fun of somebody or like looking at anybody. She just started laughing, and then uh the teacher got mad and she sent half of the classroom out. Like, I promise you, once everybody left to go to the, like, other teacher that helps, like, kids who, like, who can't, uh, like, learn things as fast as other students, it was half the class was gone. And then she started talking about the student, saying that, she hates when, like, students, tell her how to teach. And then I said, "Well, she wasn't trying to tell you how to teach. She was just trying to, like, trying to tell you that she's kinda, like," she's like, well, like, obviously, if she hasn't been here, she probably doesn't have the best grades, so, like, she's not really the happiest when she keeps getting work and work and work. But I was also like, but we do have the OSC coming up, so we do have to, like, get a lot of stuff done in a shorter amount of time.
Mm, I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself.
And then we went to math and we did,
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I registered you for the thing.
thing?
If you read enough books,
Oh. Oh, I'm already registered.
did you put your books in?
Yeah.
I registered you.
Oh,
You
well,
you
I
do
can do
your
it
books?
twice, I can do it twice.
Did you do your books?
No,
Why you ain't been doing no books?
'cause I didn't know. 'Cause, the she Miss just registered us today when she got back.
I'm registered too.
uh,
I already been
you can
reading.
be registered?
Yeah,
No,
I registered Jay Sean too.
it says that's not fair
Why it ain't?
because it's from
It's a Cleveland Public Library program.
that's not fair
Why it ain't?
because you're not a student,
So I'm allowed to read.
so but you don't get any prizes
Why can't I?
because it says the highest is from 6 to 12. You're neither.
What?
You're not, like, in grade 6 through 12.
I did go to 12.
Yeah, you did, past tense. You're not in.
What?
You you're not in 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12th grade. So you can register, but you don't get no prizes.
Child.
Oh,
What? You scared that I'm gonna beat you?
well, no, but, like, no, but
So why you even worried about as I'm
because,
gonna win?
because
Don't worry about
I'm
me.
just letting you know that you're not getting any prizes.
Oh, you already know if I'm a win. You
No,
just telling me
no,
when I win,
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
gonna get a
I'm letting you
prize.
know that if you win, you're not getting any prizes. Just letting you know.
I'm one of the most prolific book readers I ever knew in my life.
Uh, can't wow.
All right, go ahead. What you doing, man?
Um, so I look you forgot. We did we
Probabilities.
yeah, we did profitability and we did a review of circles and we had that
What, the diameter and all that?
yeah. And then oh, we did so you had to oh, we played the spades game again. And only one person won, and I was so surprised. I was like, I mean, not the space, but the card game again. And I was like, I didn't think that anybody was gonna win because that game is hard. And then we he we did a game. Oh, it was like so it's the same blue and yellow ball where like if you toss it in the air, you catch it and it's like the same like blue or yellow. So he went around the classroom and he said, so there's gonna be for sure one winner. He said, whoever can like throw it in the air, catch it, and like if it lands on blue, then that's the color that you have to get like for the rest of the time that you toss it in the air. And the highest was 3, and I was like, "Oh." I didn't even get it after my second one, so I was kinda mad, but she got a piece of candy, and yeah, and then, we did oh, and then, the internet was, like, slow, so he just got frustrated and gave us free time, but that's teachers are smart because, um, my last period teacher is the teacher who will never give you free time. Okay? If you're done with your work, you're getting more work. Okay? So,
Good.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, so we got done with our presentation and she was like, okay, I'm going to give you guys the rest of the period to have free time. There was no internet. There's nothing to do. So they
Is-
give us the
What
most,
you mean it's nothing?
There's there's nothing free time does not mean get some more work and do that. Free time means you do the work that you like have and you haven't turned it in, or you play games with your friends. And usually people do play games with their friends. They don't care if they don't have work in that moment. They will play games with their friends. Okay? There's
Yeah.
no internet. What is
You,
there to do?
you don't need internet to play a game.
Yes, you do.
God bless America. No, you don't.
Yeah.
Joy, I lived
Oh my.
my whole life without Wi-Fi.
It's what?
There was no such thing as Wi-Fi.
That was when you were young.
And yet we did a lot of, no, Wi-Fi came out when I was grown. We did a lot of stuff every day. We played checkers and chess, Connect Four, tic-tac-toe,
Well,
spades.
well, at least you wanna listen to music while you're doing that. You can't even do that.
What?
You wanna listen to music.
We didn't have music.
Yes, you did. Don't lie. You had music.
Not like that.
You had music.
No,
You said yourself, your generation made the best music. So if they made the
yeah,
best music,
no,
why wouldn't you
we
listen to
had
it?
music, but we could not just listen to it in school and stuff like that. We didn't have a deep, what was we going to listen to it on? How was we going to listen to it?
A
We
computer.
didn't have those. We didn't have
You
laptops.
didn't have these, but like bulkier.
No,
So
we had, listen, we used to have, it would be a big classroom. It would be like the size of the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen put together. And it would be a bunch of tables going straight across, and the tables would have a computer on it. Like computers. It might have like 10 computers going across. It was called a computer lab.
Oh.
That's where the computers were at. Every classroom did not have computers. So if you were in math class, guess what? There was not a single computer in the classroom.
Well, that's totally
So how was we gonna listen to music?
2 different lives, okay? We're living in 2 different
Well,
lives.
I'm just telling you that it's a lot to do without internet.
Yeah, but
People lived an entire life with no internet. This something. Do your friends watch TV?
yeah,
Do you?
not as much.
When do you watch TV?
Mm, I mean, I watch it here and there with Jordan.
How often? How many days a week do you watch TV?
None.
How many days a month?
Like, twice?
Exactly. So how do you survive with no TV?
Um,
He said, "Well, I talk to my dad, talk to my brother, talk to my sisters, talk to my mother, talk to people." Guess what you could do when there's no internet? You could actually talk to people.
yeah, but
That's doing too much.
yeah, like, we talk okay, that is life's last period, okay? Every class has went by, the whole day has went by. I've already talked to them about what I wanted to talk to them about. There's nothing else to talk about. So what do I talk about?
Find something else to talk to them about.
The like what?
The new Kendrick Lamar song.
They don't we have 2 different tastes. They like my they majority of my friends listen to like K-pop.
What?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like it stands for Korean pop and it's like their culture and pop. But I listen to pop. I listen to Kendrick Lamar. I we
Is
have
Kendrick Lamar pop?
rap.
Oh,
Um I listen yeah, we listen to 2 different things. We watch 2 different things. We like 2 different things. Some things I feel like we all watched
y'all can make a YouTube show.
a YouTube show
Yeah,
about what?
I don't know what y'all be talking
Honestly,
about.
yeah. We can just like record ourselves like a vlog and then just post it.
Would y'all teacher let y'all do that?
It depends what class we're in. Like I record like sometimes when I'm in class and if they see it, they really don't say anything. But if we're in like a special, if we're in art for sure I know she won't. In music, possibly not. In gym we don't have iPads, but I feel like, yeah, computer tech, she would let us, but our main classes, yeah.
Hmm. All right. What else went on? I keep interrupting you. I'm sorry.
We went to what session did we have? Oh, we went to computer tech and since that teacher is a person who runs esports, she gave the whole class free time. But she was like, "Oh, we got the Nintendo Switches today, so I want like everybody who's in esports in this classroom go in the other room and start like figuring out how to play Mario Kart." And that's my first time playing in like 2 years. So I was like, how do you do this? How do you do that? I didn't even know how to start driving. That's embarrassing. But then it took like 5 minutes to get the gist of it. And then we went over what we needed, cause we don't know, like, when we go against other schools, if they'll have certain things that we don't. So when we had the Nintendo Switch, we had the pass already, and that one doesn't. And
What's a
then
pass?
like, it's a pass, like, you get more vehicles and you like, the type of vehicles have different speeds and accelerations and all that. So, if you got the pass and you get, like, better vehicles and wheels and, drifters and stuff, and
Oh, you know what we call that?
Hmm?
We call that a code.
What?
A code.
A code?
Yeah. In our games, what the controller look like? It got like A, B, up, down, left, right.
Yeah.
This art when I was a kid, you had up, down, left, right, A, B, start, and select. I think that's what, yeah. You had to press like A, B, A, B, B, A, C, up, down, up, down. And then it'll give you the special car.
For real?
Yeah.
Does it still work?
I ain't played it in a long time.
What? Wait, so you're talking about the pass that you have to pay for, you just put in that code and you get it for free?
You could not pay for nothing on the game. We did not have the internet. You could not pay for nothing on the game. You could not buy nothing
Okay, let's
on
scratch
no
that.
game. We did not have no internet.
Scratch that then.
My daddy ain't even have a credit card
What?
when I was a kid. There was no such thing as Cash App. There's no such thing as Apple Pay. None of that. So no, we could not buy nothing on the game.
Right.
There was no possibility. It was not invented.
Right.
You had to learn the code. You know
Right.
how you learned the code?
Searching, I mean,
It was no internet.
okay. Going to the computer lab?
When I played these games, there was no internet, period. It was not even a computer lab. It was no internet.
By pressing random buttons and you just magically unlock it.
No. You want me to tell you how you found out?
Yeah.
By talking to your friends. One of your friends was a nerd and he knew this stuff. I still don't know how kids learn the codes. I learned all the codes from other people telling me. People would write it down on a piece of paper on your folder before you left school or when you was on a bus. One kid would know it. It would be like he knew the secret passcode to get to another dimension of the world. And if he knew it, everybody would be like, dude, what's the code? Tell me the code. Dude, what's the code? And you would, man, write it for me. Write it down. And he'll write it for you. And it was a great thing.
We don't have that.
Yeah, y'all got it too easy.
How is that easier?
Because you don't even got to talk to people to
Yes,
get
you
what you
do.
want. No, you don't. All you got to do is pay for it. Hey, jealous.
Yes. Yeah, you have to go to the store and buy the pass.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. You have to buy a gift card.
No, but you don't. You got to buy a gift card because you don't got a credit card. If you got a credit card, you just buy it on the game with the credit card. You don't need a gift card.
Well, okay, but esports, you still have to communicate.
With who?
The people.
You're not on the team.
Yes, you are.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Well, it depends how you play.
Mm.
Yeah. And then, everybody on esports has or had a Nintendo, and every single person besides two of them lost the Nintendo. They have the remotes, but they lost the Nintendo. And I was like, how do you do that? Like, just, you might as well just lose the whole gaming console rather than just a Nintendo because you can't do anything with the remotes. So they said my one friend has the upgrade of the remotes that like makes driving easier. So she is gonna bring that in so that we don't have to buy it. And then, uh and then we went to lunch, but that was also our time to go to esports. So we had 2 periods of esports, but that was only our class. So then the other people in the other class that was on esports came when we had lunch, and we played, and uh, there was a whole bunch of yelling.
Mm.
And so my one friend has to start like practicing, and then we have to figure out our schedule. Oh, and today I found out that track started. So like, will I be able to do it?
What you mean? Will you be able to do it?
Like, will I be able to have a ride?
Well, we gonna have to talk to your mama about that.
Okay.
But I think so. You did volleyball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we oh, and then we went to science. Think we did go to science.
Hold
And
on. I got a witness. I got a witness. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yo, dude, what's the code on Mortal Kombat? You remember the code? Told you.
what?
Told you. I'm over here trying to tell her and explain to her how we had to play the games back in the day. She ain't believe me.
I never said I didn't believe you. I just said that that
All
was
right. I'm
crazy.
gonna holler at you. All right.
I
Told you.
never said
See?
that.
You still remember the code.
Never said that.
I told you that's how we did it.
Okay, did not debate that.
Y'all be thinking I be lying. Y'all be thinking I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been over here teaching this girl for 2 hours straight, teaching her everything she know. Ever since I got home, I still ain't ate my dinner.
Me too. Well, yes, I did. A couple of chicken nuggets. Um. Anyways, so we went to science, and we had to learn about. Um, we watched some Bill Nye the Science Guy video, and it was about. Oh, wait, no, that was Monday. What did we do yesterday? I forgot. Wait. Oh. Wait.
What's Bill Nye the Science Guy?
He talks about uh oh, science. He talks about science.
Oh, he a smart guy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wait. Wait a minute.
What about Neil Tyson?
Huh?
Neil deGrasse Tyson. You don't know him?
No.
He one of the smartest people in the world.
Oh.
I'm serious.
Me too.
All right.
Well, there's been a little mix up, and I got my days mixed up because we didn't talk yesterday. And
Cause I was at a board meeting.
and I actually went to art yesterday. Not that was
How was art, Joy,
Monday.
mate?
We did what did we do? Oh, we just put like so she had like these prints, and you colored them with marker, and then you would just print it on a piece of paper, and I printed my name, and I made this weird creature animal thingy. And yeah, and then we went to lunch, and then we did esports, and then we went to we did go to social studies, and no, we went to science, and we watched no, we went to social studies, and we worked on our project.
This child don't know what she did.
No. Yeah, we went to social studies, and we worked on our project. See?
Mm.
Wait. I don't know. It's either we watched the Bill Not the Science Guy video, and we had to write
What was he talking about?
um oh, that was Monday. That was like convection and conduction stuff.
Oh, we talked about that.
Oh yeah, so that was Monday. Okay. So yeah, we did do social studies yesterday. Had to think real quick.
Mm. What'd you say?
That must have been hard for her. Was.
Mm. All right, Joy, mate. I think it's time for me to eat dinners.
Me
It's
too.
almost my bedtime.
Okay.
All right.